Welcome, residents, to the Dr. DC podcast. My name is producer Richard, and across from me is the Doctor himself.
Hello.
Each week we talk about the weird and wonderful world of DC while fielding questions from listeners like you.
That's right. Like most of you. Not like you. You know who I'm talking about.
But you, the one who gave us a review, we'll see.
This ain't one of those 4-star ones again, is it?
No, baby. This one's aggressive, just the way I like it.
Yeah.
It's a 5-star review, number 131 from Apple Podcasts USA from past guest, but fart butt.
So specifically not saying it future.
I don't know what you mean.
Could win the contest again. Always the possibility.
Not the way we run it.
Yeah, you're right. We've already removed your name for next year's contest.
Yeah.
Your time is coming.
It was funny. I was at a baby shower this weekend,
right?
And they had like games, like, and you could win like little baskets of stuff. And I got so competitive.
You really?
I got so mad, and I was like screaming it at one point because like we would have won a second basket. And
was it like the games like change the diaper fast, like that kind of?
No, it's more of like
you're like punching the fake baby, and getting the diaper on.
You didn't say the baby had to be in one piece. It just says the diaper had to be on.
Jesus.
No, it was more of like, how do you know the couple kind of stuff?
Sure, that's fun.
Yeah, so it was like one, like what
but that also gets at your other insecurity, which is whether or not you are liked.
Yeah. So I like clearly won, but it was like going to be in the second basket. Jessica and I had won.
Right.
And I was like getting sort of uptight about it. And somebody's like, they were like, aren't you going to let the child who tied you win instead? And I had to really swallow my pride.
Jesus Christ. Really? A child? You were fighting over a second gift basket with a child?
Yeah.
Dude.
I got the answer first.
You got to make a change, man.
Yeah. To my friends.
Yeah.
Find ones who will let me win.
Not even that you can beat. Ones who will pity you and let you win.
Oh, yeah, I don't care how I get the things I want, as long as I get them.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds about right.
Yeah. With the subject, the best DC podcast out there.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. Word says so.
Yeah. Well, it technically says outstanding art series.
So we're better than just a DC Comics podcast.
We're better than all of the art series.
Yeah, we are the best art focused.
I mean, it doesn't
series.
say best art series. It says outstanding art series.
Yeah, we stood out. I mean, yeah, that does sound more.
That is true.
That's very true. Yeah, I could say that.
Of that category, we definitely
stood out. Yeah.
Like the sorest of thumbs.
All right, let's see what Fartbutt has to say.
Sure.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey. Do you like comics? No? Well, shut up. This podcast will kindle any spark of interest you may have ever had in DC Comics. There are a lot of comic podcasts out there that are basically glorified ad campaigns, but thankfully, this is not one of them. Yeah, fucking get them.
Yeah, we can't
get them.
We can't be bought.
Yeah.
Unless you want to try.
Yeah. Drag them, but drag them.
Yes.
Dr. DC brings an encyclopedic knowledge of the DC universe and answers weekly questions from fans while producer Richard simultaneously runs the show and keeps us all laughing. Oh, yeah.
I mean, I would say that's a mischaracterization of our roles.
We both have our skills. You've got, stuff you've read, and I've got the producing and the humor.
Yeah,
and
apparently you both run the show and provide the laughs.
Yeah.
Which...
I run trains as well.
Last time I checked, it wasn't you who came up with Thon Song.
God, that is great.
It was you that came up with Slam Brad period wipes.
Yeah, which my brother called me specifically.
Actually, no, that was me. You came up with the concept
wipes
of period wipes, and then I made it branded.
Yeah, after I said you slam them in there.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and then what else are we supposed to do when a character comes up is called Slam Bradley?
Listen,
after that,
I'm a man of simple tastes.
Yeah. Look, I'm only human. I can't hear that and then hear that and not put them together.
Exactly. I'm not some sort of robot that doesn't enjoy an insane joke.
Yeah. I mean, maybe 3 years ago. But
Yeah, lots changed.
yeah.
I have a lot less self-respect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to the dark side. Together, they have created one of the best podcast communities out there. Yeah, the community is good. That's
Community's great.
Good. Yeah.
We're questionable.
Yeah. Great community, though. If you have questions about DC Comics, enjoy quippy, self-deprecating humor. Yeah, we're being self-deprecating. Yeah.
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 Fucking stupid.
Yeah, not coming from a place of truth. Like deep comic lore, find Josh Gill attractive, or need something to listen to while you're just oot in a boot. Eh? You son of a bitch. You come at my culture?
Yeah. No, never mind. I had a joke I was going to do. I was like, no, I don't like this.
Oh, come on. Then this is the podcast for you.
No, I was going to accuse him of doing Canadian voice.
Oh, yeah, I can see how that might be problematic.
Yeah, I don't love it.
God, grow up.
Implying that there is one Canadian voice, which is, of course, insane.
Yeah,
We're a cultural mosaic, God damn it.
Yeah, this podcast, we're the voice of Canada.
Oh.
At least the arts community.
International relations are really taking a hit. Because I'm pretty sure in the last 5 episodes, we've referred to the Irish as pieces of shit like 6 times.
Only the cops. It's fine.
But you're Irish cop pieces of shit.
Yeah, all Irish cops are bad. ICAB.
Yeah. ICAB.
Yeah. Whoa.
Nailed it.
I found out recently that apparently to like say yes or no or like it's very much similar to you know how the like in India they have like the head sort of wobble thing. It's like sort of like a bunch of different responses. What? That's just a thing.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Apparently in Australia you say chur. Apparently like chur and chur is like a way of doing like yes, no, hello, goodbye.
So Australia has the same thing as Canada where you answer yes or no, not in a way that is clear.
Yeah,
well, we can say like, oh yeah, no. And
yeah,
that means no.
Is that not a thing that other places do?
No, for sure. And that's yes. Or you go, oh yeah, no, yeah, for sure. And that's yes.
Yeah. Is that not clear? Is that not
sure? No.
Do not other places do that?
No.
Oh.
Apparently, I've seen it on TikTok a lot where Americans are like, what do Canadians mean when they say, yeah, no, sure?
Oh, I just thought that was a thing everybody does. I mean, the sure thing is, yeah, for sure, Canadian.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I guess. Oh, gosh. That's a whole new world.
Yeah, right? Well, thank you, Butt, for the lovely review.
Yeah. Speaking of enemies, this episode is...
What?
I don't know.
No, we did something nice. How's he an enemy?
I don't know. I just arbitrarily try to attack everybody. But it's honest. So everyone likes me for it.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you about to launch your own podcast? It's Richard Eden Triggered.
Yeah, it's sponsored by Joe Rogan.
Yeah. I'm honest. That's all I am. I'm honest.
Yeah. Sorry if you got offended. Fucking snowflake.
Jesus.
Old McDonald.
Oh, God. Yeah, last episode. Wild.
Yeah, absolutely.
Crazy what all that cough medicine will do to your brain.
Yeah, now I'm just high on fucking pumpkin spice lattes and pain medication right now.
Yeah, that's right. You're flying, baby.
Yeah, I got a fucking pinched nerve in my fucking shoulder, and I've been taking...
You told me it was your back.
Yeah, my back.
I'm calling you out. You think you're honest?
Your shoulder's back there.
Shoulders are kind of extend front to back, but yes.
Oh, you want to see extension from front to back?
Oh my.
A fucking shish kebab. Minister.
I'm never going to get a job in the government at this rate. I mean,
yeah.
I'm not looking.
Oh, this is great. Yeah. 2 for 1.
Keep him in place.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm going to ruin all your opportunities.
I mean, that tracks.
Yeah, baby.
Even though every opportunity's
been given by me. Yeah.
I live at the grace of your whims and flights of fancy.
That's right. I just fucking set up all the pieces. It's if you build it, he will come.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's right, baby. So this week, we were talking about not the Flash, but some would say the opposite of them. The Reverse Flash.
Not just the Reverse Flash. The Reverse Flash is
Oh,
all of the Reverse's Flash.
this is going to be a very Thaunted episode.
I mean, it is Thon heavy, but not so Thon heavy that I could call it Thon Song.
Oh no, but it's Thaunted.
It is Thaunted.
Yeah, I mean, great for
Yeah.
October, or some would say.
Except
October.
this still comes out in
Does it
September.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought the end of this week.
Yeah,
was
this
the
this
first.
is the last episode of September. This is the one that the Golden Age subscribers voted
Oh,
on.
I'd rather not. No, thank you.
All right. Well,
Next, please.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I already got my brother also called me because he was like, "What? My fucking question about Gordon wasn't good enough." Apparently, you skipped his question. He was pissed.
Yeah. What was
It wasn't even like a
I
dick
do
related
think
one
I think I did put it in the
mix bag.
mix bag.
That's what I told him. But I was like, I also don't make the decisions of what questions we take or don't. I haven't had that
pretty sure
ability
I
in a long
put it in
time.
the mix bag.
Oh.
There's definitely a couple of questions from him in the mix bag.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's an immediate just like see the name and push it aside.
No, it's totally not that.
Wow.
Sometimes if questions are too similar or
You've
we're
gotten-
running out of time.
You don't know how to control that power. You've gotten too big for your britches.
Yeah.
I mean, that's true. But
Yeah. I'm the problem.
yeah, I mean, I think the doc score would say,
Of course they would say that, except for the other Ryan, who's a wonderful support to me.
yeah, one bad apple.
One good apple unrots the bunch.
Yeah, that's how that
Keep
works.
fighting the good fight, other Ryan. You and me, baby.
He also shits on you too, though.
No, we're in this together. He would never do that to me.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that he eventually just wants to be the sole like owner of the doc squad. Yeah, you should just go for him. Yeah.
No, don't
Turn
me
that
against
heel.
my only
Turn that
supporter.
heel. That's right. We're talking about the reverse flashes of the DC multiverse.
That's right.
very excited.
Yeah, this will be a fun one. The Golden Age subscribers were asked to choose between a few like big villains,
Mm-hmm.
and this Reverse Flash beat out Darkseid.
Looking at the baby so vandalous, going with vandalous,
Killing your mom like she's a bitch.
going to Star Labs, handle it.
I used to run on the treadmill. Barry!
That's right. Let's get to Facebook.
Going to the face in the book, going to the Facebook.
Going to the Facebook. Going
I like
to
the way your speed goes.
First question comes from Alex Bent.
Baby late. No, never mind.
What?
No, I
Thought you
lost
had it. You lost it.
Yeah, I lost it.
Alex Bent asks, I didn't know that every Flash had a reverse Flash. Who's the reverse Flash for New 52 Jay Garrick?
Fine, pick the one who doesn't. It not every Flash has one, but there are sort of like the what you might call like the main Flashes.
Sure.
Each kind of have like a counterpart and opposite. It's for the Golden Age Flash, his is called the Rival. His name is Edward Claris. A very weirdly designed version showed up in season 3 of The Flash on TV.
Which one was that?
That's the one where in Flashpoint, remember the one with the weird black mask that had like weird fins and shit on it?
Oh.
It's not what the Rival looks like. The Rival looks like Garrick, like has the helmet and wears the same kind of suit in that. But the thing with the Rival is like he showed up like maybe once or maybe just a couple of times in the Golden Age and then kind of got retconned as a bigger villain later, I think in that John's JSA run.
That John.
The John song? It's just anything that rhymes now.
Yeah. Look, we're not clever.
So it sort of was like retconned that like, yeah, maybe we only saw that one adventure actually in the Golden Age comics, but really there were dozens.
Yeah.
And then he's a bigger villain than that. In the New 52, what they did was instead of, they went back to the idea that like the Justice Society characters were on a different Earth. This was one of the New 52 things, is that the Justice Society was no longer like the old generation on the main Earth. So we got like a new young Jay Garrick who just got his powers from Mercury, like the god of speed, the Roman god of speed.
Yeah.
Which is different from how he got his powers originally, which is hard water vapor.
What?
It was the golden age. They didn't know what they were doing.
I don't know. What makes things fast? Water vapor?
Yeah, he accidentally inhales hard water vapor and makes him super fast. Of course, back then there was no speed force or things like that. It was just like he just became fast.
So you just went through with the most immediate
It's
thought.
hard water vapor.
Yeah.
Not just water vapor.
Yeah. So you got to think of like, oh God, what are like fast things that we're used to?
Like vapor.
Yeah, but like hard.
Yeah, and water.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this.
Put your hands together.
Oh yeah, that's just speed. Everyone knows that.
So there was a new Flash and that. But the thing was, we didn't get like a book for everyone on Earth 2. We got one book called Earth 2. And so we were meeting the young Alan Scott, the young Jay Garrick, the young Kendra Saunders, Hot Girl, the young, like a young Dr. Fate. Like,
Yeah.
We were meeting all of these characters and they all had to share the book, and then the book also took on this bigger thing about like an invasion from Apocalypse and the fate of their world and all that kind of stuff. And over 3 Earth 2 series and their appearance in Convergence, they probably appear in like 50, 60, tops 70 issues of comics. So it wasn't enough time to bring everyone's rogues gallery out. Like, actually, it wasn't enough time to bring any of them out because of the way the story was going. It's not like we got a new version of like the shit. You know what I mean? Like the Fiddler or things like that. We didn't see that stuff play out. So technically, that New 52 Earth 2 Jay Garrick didn't have a Reverse Flash because we never saw him. But I think it's not unreasonable to assume that on that Earth, in that reality, somewhere, there was an Edward Claris. Now, did he ever become the rival? Maybe not, because the events of that Earth shifted so drastically from the Justice Society of the main continuity, who are now back and in their place in history.
Yeah.
So I think you could view it as like, there's an Earth 2 Edward Claris. We either didn't get to the point where he became the rival, and he's the rival now, or he didn't make it because like that Earth got destroyed and they had to like relocate to a new planet and shit like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, damn.
Yeah, there you go, baby.
So no Jay Garrick got, or is it just the New 52?
Just the New 52 one technically doesn't have a Reverse Flash because he basically doesn't have a rogues gallery because it was just like the team fighting team villains.
Yeah. But the original Jay Garrick did.
The original Jay Garrick has the rival, and that's Edward Claris.
But it's not considered a Reverse Flash.
He kind of like retroactively is. He was never called Reverse Flash in those early appearances, but he's sort of retroactively considered like a Reverse Flash, because he wears like the costume. He's like a dark version of Jay Garrick kind of thing. Like he's ticking all of the boxes of like what a Reverse Flash is, other than like wearing yellow, I guess.
Yeah, but isn't there actually like a scientific thing behind calling it a Reverse Flash?
No, because all of their powers are different.
But that doesn't make any fucking sense. And why call it Reverse Flash?
Because they're the reverse. Are
yeah,
you
but
listening to me?
That doesn't. That's like saying it's the opposite. But
yeah,
that's
the reverse.
Yeah, but that
I feel like we're saying the same thing.
No, that should regards to his powers. Then it would be like a reverse of speed. So you would think it would make everything
fucking stupid. You think that's what Reverse Flash means?
It should be.
I was about to explain it, but now I don't want to.
Nice save. Next question comes from Stephen Marion Almagro, who asks, the Reverse Flash has always been tethered to the Flash's saga. Is there a way the character can be utilized in a different era of the DC Omniverse? Something similar to how Black Adam has departed from Captain Marvel. Any story ideas, DC execs? are tuning in.
I mean, it's certainly true that like the idea of a reverse Flash is so woven into the Flash mythos now. But honestly, like when you think like Edward Claris, the rival, maybe only showed up once or twice in the Golden Age. And then in total, there were 138 issues of Flash without Eobard Thawne.
Yeah.
From the Golden Age to his first appearance.
Sure.
Which means like there was like what does it work out to? Barry Allen shows up in 1954. It was almost 10 years of Barry Allen Flash with no Eobard Thawne.
Wow.
It's kind of crazy to think that there were 10 years of Flash comics without a reverse Flash.
It was just like him against what, criminals, like, I guess?
Yeah, other crooks, some of the rogues and stuff like that. But yeah, he didn't have like a evil speedster,
like an arch
enemy like that until Flash 139, which I think is like 1963. So yeah, it's like 9 years after his first appearance.
Yeah, Flash just went against Hitler.
In the 50s?
Yeah, he was.
Are we talking like Hellboy, like a cult Hitler who doesn't die during the war?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's.
But this is an interesting point. The character of Black Adam started specifically as a villain for the old Captain Marvel. And he's still obviously tied to that. Says Shazam and has his powers and things like that.
Yeah.
But really, as a character, like Black Adam shows up way more than Captain Marvel does, like or Shazam now.
Yeah.
He has kind of like moved off where they have this shared origin, but he's kind of like a character apart now.
Oh, wow.
Which is kind of interesting. So could you think of like what would be like an interesting context for a reverse Flash where it's not specifically tied to the Flash? What would you want to see for a reverse Flash story that maybe doesn't have the Flash?
Oh, well, I mean, in some iterations, he is also like a scientist. He's from the future sometimes.
Yeah, if we're talking like Thawne, he's from the 25th century.
So, I mean, there's
smart.
a whole generation of like Thawne stories that you could be doing of him before he traveled back in time. Like,
right, just him in the future.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, what was all of that time? Like, he was regarded as a pretty good scientist in the future. Like,
yeah. I mean, it would be interesting because the stuff that has been covered of like his origins is still about
Barry.
The Flash.
Yeah,
right, and then him turning and shit like that. So yeah, it would be interesting to do that, or even just have him go back to the future and be like, I'm moving on from the Flash.
Yeah,
I'm done with it. Like, maybe there's something interesting there.
Because then it's just like, okay, well, you still have can you become just good in the future?
Yeah, I mean, there's a part of me that's almost, I wonder if there's like a place for him in like the antimatter universe.
Yeah.
Or something. Like you go to Quard where things are kind of backwards and that.
Or Bizarro.
Yeah, I mean, that too, that's also a possibility. But I guess I mean like something with the Anti-Monitor maybe becoming part of like, we talked a couple of weeks ago about how the Anti-Monitor was sort of retconned to have like a cosmic purpose. Him and the Monitor and the World Forger have to have like this, they each kind of guard one of the realms, and wonder if, Reverse Flash, especially Thawne, is the like basically one of the only users of the negative Speed Force, if that becomes like something tied to like the bigger fabric of the cosmos.
Yeah, if you give him a cause that's bigger than being the Flash, then he doesn't really give a shit maybe about being the Flash anymore.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
A higher calling.
The only like hiccup here is that it's the opposite of sort of what's Barry is being elevated to like the multiversal Justice League. So I think I'm talking about something like more cosmic, not just like a legion of doom across the multiverse, but like,
that's what I mean.
Yeah, like a higher purpose.
Yeah, that's
something that can maybe indulge his ego and stuff about being godlike or whatever. But maybe he finds,
or give him a lantern ring.
Yeah, maybe he finds something constructive, or maybe that's interesting.
Yeah, or the Indigo Tribe fucking brainwashes him or something.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah.
I think that's sort of the thing is he needs to have a reason to just give up on this fucking tirade, and I think the only way to do that is to give him a higher purpose or a larger purpose.
He needs something that makes Barry and his feud with Barry seem insignificant. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Seem small. Yeah.
It's the same thing with like Lex, right? Like that's how you get him off of Superman is you give him something bigger than Superman.
But it would be interesting because the thing with Lex is that he can't let that go. That's that whole thing in Action Comics 900 where he gets all that power, but you can only he can only give peace to the universe if he can let go of his hate for Superman, and he can't.
Yeah.
And Lex is petty and small in that moment. And it might be like an interesting transformative, not even a redemption, but just something kind of scary and terrifying in the way that there are just some cosmic natural forces that should scare us, like entropy and that. So to have him just kind of become part of that engine would be scary and interesting. And you don't have to make him good or anything. He's moved on.
Yeah.
It's its own kind of terrifying.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. All right, next question comes from Ryan Putney.
Oh, yes, please. On my neck.
Yeah. I will not stand for this anthem.
I will lie down.
Yeah, put me on ground.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Yeah. I was doing a political statement, but
I was, yeah, me too.
Ryan asks, who, in your opinion, is the most dangerous Reverse Flash? Are there any of them feared/respected by other members of the villain community? Lastly, where does the Reverse Flash where does the Reverse Flash of your choice rank among your favorite DC villains?
So, let's just run down the main Reverse Flashes.
Sure.
The Rival, Edward Claris, creator of the Velocity 9, the artificial speed drug.
Yeah, we saw that in the TV show. That lady had it. I can't remember.
Yeah, Trajectory.
Yes.
Yeah, she used Velocity 9. There's Eobard Thawne, the Reverse Flash, a.k.a. Professor Zoom. He's from the 25th century. He taps into the negative Speed Force, which is a corruption of the Speed Force. And he has, among other Flash abilities, he has the ability to make alterations to the timeline without affecting his place in it, for the most part, more or less. Hunter Zolomon, who was Wally's Reverse Flash, a.k.a. Zoom.
Yeah.
Hunter Zolomon...
Best peak of the TV show, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean... really kind of different version on the TV show,
Very
but
different.
Such a good villain.
Yeah.
But Hunter Zolomon in the comics is a friend of Wally's who is crippled in a attack by Gorilla City on Keystone City.
Oh, wow.
And he finds out Wally is the Flash or whatever, and he says, you go back in time and stop this from happening and use your speed. And Wally says no.
Yeah.
And he tries to do it. He tries to do something with the cosmic treadmill himself, and it like explodes, and he becomes like detached from time. In terms of like physics, there is no difference, but in the comics, they said that Zolomon could control the flow of time as opposed to being super fast.
Sure.
That was kind of his thing for a long time. So he was also a Reverse Flash, but he was manipulating time as opposed to moving quickly through it. Which scientifically there is no difference between those two things, but yeah.
Well, unless I guess that's what I think of when I think of what Reverse Flash should mean.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's an interesting or narrative argument.
Like you slow everything else around or something like that. Like you're not actually moving fast, but everything else is moving much slower.
Right. At any rate, that's Hunter Zolomon, and his kind of thing was like, Wally hasn't experienced enough tragedy to make him a good hero. He was he would understand if he had experienced some tragedy. So his whole thing was like, I'm making you a better hero by being your villain, baby. Like,
what a fucked up mindset.
Yeah. And then the last sort of main reverse is Inertia, Thaddeus Thawne, who is basically like the reverse Impulse. He's the archenemy of Bart Allen. So Inertia is a Thaddeus Thawne. He's a clone from the future, a sort of part clone of Bart.
Jeez.
But he had like genetically manipulated aging. So he was like, he looked like a kid, but he was like 16 or something like that. And so he had more experience and stuff. Like that was kind of the idea, is that he was like better than Bart kind of thing.
Sure.
But yeah, those are kind of like the main 4 Reverse Flashes. Those are not all of the Flashes who are kind of antagonists or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't bring in Godspeed or Negative Flash or stuff like that.
But those are not considered reverse
or
Flashes.
Savitar or whatever. But
those don't count.
I would consider that group to be the Reverse Flashes.
That's a very confusing thing.
It is, and maybe someone will disagree with me and thinks Godspeed should be in there. They might be right, but yeah, I think that's kind of the idea for me.
Sure.
So of those 4, who's the most dangerous? I think comics want you to say Thawne.
Thawne, right? Yeah, because he's the one who killed his
the
mom.
Reverse Flash.
Yeah.
Well, and every time they retcon something, it's like Thawne behind it. Even to the point where it was like Thawne caused shit for Zoom.
Yeah.
Like, it was me, Zoom.
Yeah.
Like
people love doing
he caused
that.
shit for Godspeed. Like, the big ultimate Thawne retcon is that everything was him.
Yes.
So
even when it was somebody else, it was him.
I think comics want you to say it's Thawne.
Sure.
And they certainly, I think, like, his personality has gotten more deranged over time.
Yeah.
But I think Zolomon is scary as shit. Like, not just on the show.
Though.
Very scary.
Very scary, yeah.
Get Tony Todd, of course.
Yeah.
But like that, I think the motivation of like, I'm making you better. It's not even like I'm trying to destroy you. It's like, I'm just going to keep ruining your life until you're finally the hero I think you should be. Like, that's pretty fucked up.
It's also a hard thing because it's like the thing you want is to be bad so that I get bad. Like, there's no way to like.
How do you prove him wrong?
You also can't
every
stop
time
it.
Every time you stop him, he'll just be like, you're still not good enough.
Yeah.
But like, you can't.
Because he's convinced himself that there'll be a moment where it'll be okay, but it clearly won't be. So
yeah, and in the meantime, it's like like the havoc that he's wreaking, and that was a thing too, where because it was like he was almost controlling time. He was so fast that it was like, oh shit, like how is even Wally gonna yeah. I mean, I give some serious points to Zolomon. Edward Claris, the Velocity 9 thing, it wears off. He's not in the running.
No.
Thaddeus Thawne, he's an abomination, a clone. Not in the running. He also gets killed with relative ease, as I recall.
Oh, wow.
But yeah.
I've been watching that new show, Foundation.
Oh, don't tell me anything. I loved those books. I read them when I was a kid.
Oh.
I love Foundation.
It's been very, very good.
I'm so excited.
The clone thing with that is so cool.
Oh, God. And I mean, they're not even... Oh, you have no idea what's coming. You have no idea what's coming.
Yeah, Isaac Asimov or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Some cool clone shit in there.
There's some crazy shit happens like way later in that story.
Really?
Oh, it's what... they're not even going to give us the fucking mule yet.
Huh?
Oh, you'll know when the mule shows up. You'll know.
Oh wow.
Oh,
yeah, I've been enjoying it. It's
yeah.
been good.
Sorry. Sorry. So the other parts of the questions. Are any of them feared or respected by other members of the villain community? Feared, almost certainly. Respected, I guess, probably a little. But they tend generally to be more lonery. The Rival did do some like Injustice Society.
Oh,
stuff.
really?
Zolomon did do some like secret society stuff, I think, during Infinite Crisis. Yeah, they're not necessarily lone, but they tend to be more kind of solo-y villains.
You don't really see them pop up in a
others.
lot of the crises.
I mean, generally, that is true. Other than, I mean, even Zolomon showing up in Infinite Crisis, he's not like crucial.
No.
He's just there.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is, considering the scope of the power of the Speed Force and what a Flash can do.
And
it just goes to show, like, the Flash as a narrative thing is so expansive. He's involved in every crisis.
Well, yeah, exactly.
And the Reverse Flash, they're so petty.
Yeah.
Like, they're so selfish. Like, it's only about their Flash.
Yeah.
It's only the vendetta.
It's not
that
about
they're
like
kind
domination.
of not part of these bigger things.
Yeah, it's a weird.
It's very weird. You're totally right, though.
Weird.
Where does your Reverse Flash of choice rank among your favorite DC villains?
Well, that's an interesting question, right? Like, because I mean, yeah, like I haven't. That would be a fun game to play at some point. Is like rank our DC villains.
Oh God, yeah.
Because like I don't really like. I haven't put enough mind time into actually thinking about where they rank. For me.
I'm excited. You do have a bunch of Wally Flash that we got in that big load of comics that we got.
I've got so much.
Solomon
Flash.
is in there. You're going to be reading a bunch of Zoom, so you already have a pretty the deal with Thawne mostly.
Sure, yeah.
So it'll be interesting, like once you get that one, to see like which side you come down on. Like, do you prefer Zoom or do you prefer Reverse Flash?
Because
like
I'm even
Professor
curious
Zoom.
of like who I like more, Wally or Barry. Because
Because
I know that like people our age typically are Wally people,
generally, because that's when you.
But
what
I
you
think
grew up with,
because I came in with the TV show and you came in with like Golden Age stuff and Silver Age, like
I came in with all of the like stuff from the 60s.
so you were just Barry. You were Barry before, so it was, like both of us are kind of like out of the norm when it comes to Flash in general.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm interested to get into it. I just
But let's say just as you don't have to pick which one because you don't necessarily know them, but as a concept, the Reverse Flash, an evil speedster.
Yeah.
Where do you think that ranks in your like DC villains?
It's definitely within the top 5 when I think about it.
Yeah.
I think like, but like, just I think if I was just like casually naming villains, I don't know how long it would take before one came up, which is interesting because Flash would come up really high.
But I think it's because they're kind of loners.
Yeah.
So they're not often implicated in the big events of the
They're not doing like destroy
the
the world kinds of stuff, right? Like destroy
or
the
they are,
universe.
but it's contained to the Flash book.
Yeah.
They're just like running and destroying the Speed Force or something, which could kill the multiverse, but like it never knocks on to another book.
Well, the intention
or,
is
like,
never to destroy the world; it's just to destroy
other
Barry's
than Flashpoint,
worlds.
which is specifically a Flash event.
Yeah. That's so weird.
But even the reveal of that isn't the reveal of that Barry did it.
Yeah.
Like even there, Reverse Flash wasn't to blame. He's just there.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
That's weird. Yeah. Yeah, I think like in theory, I just don't know if any reverse flashes have been used in a way that is like more like all-encompassing, menacing, universal.
I think for me, a reverse, specifically the Reverse Flash, Eobard Thawne, definitely is a top 5 DC villain for me.
Yeah.
Easily.
Which is funny, yeah, it just doesn't really come up unless you're like within the outside of the Flash books.
It's tough though. I'm even trying to think like who would I say if I said my top 5.
I know that's
not even in order, but like who would I say? I would definitely say Reverse Flash. I'd probably say Manta.
Yeah.
I'd say Lex.
Which Manta? Sorry,
the black one.
Oh.
I'd say Lex.
Right? It's like it gets hard.
Yeah, I don't know who I would say for the other two, which is kind of crazy.
Like I guess you say Joker, but I'm just like ugh.
I mean, yeah, I think Joker has to be in there, whether or not you're tired of him, because it's fucking Joker.
Yeah.
You're right. I know what you're saying. And then maybe like Sinestro, I guess, would be like my 5th. Sinestro's a big one for me.
But then there's like the Anti-Monitor. There's like Doomsday. But
some of those
Darkseid.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Darkseid cracks my top 5 villains.
Yeah,
which is funny too, actually. But yeah, at any rate. Yeah, he definitely.
This is the thing we need to do because I feel like this is just we're not thinking deep enough right now because I'm just like as I'm going through I'm like but what about?
But also like you say things like Anti-Monitor and that they're big villains and I think they're cool. But like, are we ranking power or are we just ranking who I think are the best villains? Like, I don't think the Anti-Monitor is that great of a character.
I mean, no,
you know what I mean?
No, for sure.
But
still, there's some fucking cool characters.
It's true. Yeah.
Anyways. Next question comes from Chad Bucher, who asks, has Reverse Flash ever teamed up with another villain or Flash rogues gallery? I feel like all the Flash stories I've ever read, he is a lone wolf. Just as we said, yeah.
And definitely...
It must have happened.
On that lone wolf thing is pretty true.
Yeah.
But yes, of course, there are instances where they've teamed up. So I mentioned Inertia. Was he still going by Inertia or was he going by Kid Zoom? I don't remember. But he kind of like coerced the rogues, like the rogues as in the team, like Captain Cold, Heatwave, Weather Wizard, that kind of group of Flash villains. He got them to team up and basically like made them kill Bart Allen when he was the Flash.
Oh, wow.
Because he was stealing Bart Allen's speed, but the rogues didn't realize that's what was happening. And so they kind of accidentally killed the Flash. And then when they realized that they were set up to kill the Flash, they're like, that motherfucker's going to die. And they turn on Inertia. But so that's like an example of like sort of like manipulative kind of way to use them. There was an arc in that Williamson run of Flash that I really like called Legion of Zoom. And in that one, Thawne puts together a team of Flash villains through the timeline. So he gets like Grodd from New 52. He gets like a kind of pre-Flashpoint feeling version of Captain Cold and Golden Glider. He gets James Jesse, the original Trickster. And he gets the Tornado Twins and stuff like that in there. And he puts sort of a team of villains together that way.
That's cool.
And there's that. I mean, Hunter Zolomon is part of the secret society of supervillains during Infinite Crisis. You see him. He fights the Freedom Fighters and some of the JSA, I think. I think he fights Damage in the Battle of Metropolis or whatever. So like Edward Claris, the rival, he's been part of the Injustice Society in that kind of John's run. It's like him and Johnny Sorrow and like those kind of characters. So yeah, I mean, like they do team ups.
Yeah.
It's not a thing,
but it's just so rare.
But it's either rare or it's like I can use you. It's kind of like the Joker.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
It's different, but it's like the Joker does team ups. But is the Joker a team player?
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing. Same with Reverse Flashes. It's like they'll do team ups, but are they team players? Or is it like this serves my ends for now?
Yeah, yeah.
And then when it doesn't, then we'll see kind of thing.
Yeah.
Lots of villains are like that, but really like Joker and the Reverse Flashes. Manta, that's another real lone wolf kind of,
which
the
one?
black one.
Oh, yeah.
Real lone wolf kind of villains. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, Thawne, I really need you to come in today. We're doing Trust Falls. We want to really be a collaborative unit here.
Yeah. It was me. I let you fall.
It's just like, man, we did this together. You're like, you really need to work together.
Hey, who jammed the paper in the photocopier? It was me, Gary.
Is that Office Thawne?
Yeah, Office Thawne.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Office Thawne, yeah.
Hey, who ate my yogurt? It was me, Larry.
I was listening to voicemails and I could have sworn one of them told me to jump out the window. It was me, Sherry. Office Thawne. Who took all my pens?
It was me, Terry. What a nightmare.
Office Thawne. That's a fun dumb character. He only works with people whose names rhyme with Barry.
Yeah. I love it.
That's really good.
All right, next question. Let's leave Facebook and head on over to Twitter.
Twitter.
First question comes from T-Rick to the Tiarit.
Really?
I don't get it.
Do you... For a second, I couldn't tell if you actually didn't get it.
No, I totally get it. I don't know. Yeah. Likes to eat dicks. I don't know.
Yeah, trick to the treat, baby.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
Except it's September. Do you know what? Let's skip this one. No.
I was about to go. It was me, and then I was gonna. Go,
I was thinking it too.
and then I was like, "Oh God, there's all that's left is Fairy, and that's not gonna be good."
Oh, Jerry.
Oh,
We didn't do Jerry. Mary. We didn't do Mary. Perry.
Oh yeah, White.
Oh, this joke just keeps fucking going, baby.
It's me, Wary. Trick to the Treat asks,
Carrie.
"Oh yeah,
Oh man, God, this joke's got legs.
yeah,
Legs that move at super speed.
legs that go all day.
Ooh,
Yeah,
those legs go all the way back in time.
God, you're such a ladies' man."
Scumbag, like,
Very?
harasser thon.
Oh,
You're looking a little big tonight. I want to get on my cosmic treadmill. He's negging. Man, he's really good at that. It's like, wow, that's the negative speed force. It's the neg speed force. He can only run fast while he's negging people.
holy shit!
Is that how you're going to run, Barry?
Look like you really forced your way into those pants.
The neg speed force. These are all great ideas
Yeah.
that have a lot of life.
Yeah, you're gonna have to use that for your improv
Oh,
courses.
yeah. And that's definitely going to read. Everybody knows the negative
Yeah.
speed force.
It's-
Everyone understands it.
Yeah, exactly.
I would explain it, but I don't want to.
Yeah. And that's when I pull out a gun.
I'm Agent Michael Scott.
Yeah. What did he just whisper to you? He said he has a gun.
That's still one of my favorite bits from The Office.
It's
Because the
incredible.
thing that I like is you can see that everyone's fed up with him and they don't like when he does this, but they're so committed to the scene
That
that
they
they
still-
still die.
Yeah.
Even though they're just like, ugh. Like, they still do it.
Yeah. Bang, bang, bang. I'm not even in this scene. Bang, bang, bang. So what's the most exciting thing that happens in anything? It's when somebody pulls a gun.
Oh, boy. What does Trick to the Treat ask?
I don't know anything about Godspeed. Was his arc on the Flash series even close to comic accurate? And how many times can that show use a reverse Flash as a big bad? Oh boy.
Right. Well, so Godspeed.
Yeah.
Here's what the show got.
Black Emperor.
Here's what the show got right.
Yeah.
His name is August Hart. He wears a white and gold costume.
Yes. Great costume.
Really cool costume.
Yeah.
He is extremely fast. End of list.
That's so different from the other ones, though.
Everything else in the show is different.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a bunch of android clones I guess trying to steal speed is sort of an August Hart thing. That was what happened after the Speed Force storm and stuff like that. Is he stole the speed from all these new speedsters and it killed them because he like ripped the Speed Force out of them. But August Hart is he was like a cop. He was like a friend of Barry's.
Oh, wow.
It's funny, actually. I mean, here's the argument where you could make that Godspeed is a reverse Flash, is that Hunter Zolomon is out there and Barry and Wally have fought him. But August Hart is almost Barry's Zolomon. In the way that, Zolomon is Wally's reverse Flash.
Yes.
But then you kind of invert it. August Hart is kind of Barry's Zolomon because they were friends.
Yeah.
And a tragedy befalls August, and then he has powers, and then he can't understand why Barry won't help him. Why won't you find out who killed my brother? It's not the I'm going to make you a better hero thing necessarily, but it is kind of it's the same kind of inception point of you're not a good enough hero. You made me do this.
Yeah.
I'm just doing this thing because I have to.
Yeah.
Kind of he has some kind of Zolomon energy that way, which is sort of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, ultimately, you learn who killed his brother. Take a guess.
Oh, Thawne.
Yeah, it was me.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
But Yeah, otherwise the show, I mean, thus far, Godspeed still hasn't actually shown up that much.
I know.
We got a bunch of those android clones in that, and then Godspeed is in like 3 episodes. We really haven't like gotten Godspeed on the Flash particularly yet. So maybe they'll work more of the other stuff in there, but the Godspeed on the Flash seems to be from the future, so he's not friends with Barry.
No.
He's, more of like an excess and impulse kind of villain who's come back in time kind of thing. As for how many times on that show can they use a reverse Flash as Big Bad? Or a speedster of any kind?
I've now, here's the thing. They finally didn't use somebody who was, and it was so fucking boring.
The Thinker season is rough.
And then even Mirror Master, I'm like, ugh.
Well, yeah, the Thinker season is rough. But then I was begging for the Thinker season when we were on Cicada.
Yeah.
And then season 6, they kind of did that thing where they split it into halves, pre and post crisis.
Did not like
I
that.
kind of liked Blood Work.
Sure, yeah. I mean, that actor is just so good.
He was never going to be
the Big Bad
for the whole season.
Yeah,
that character was too new. There's not enough history. But that character was literally first appeared in comics maybe like a year and a half before he showed up on the show.
Yeah.
Brand new character. But I liked him. That actor's great.
He's incredible, yeah. Anytime he shows up.
So Bloodwork was interesting. The Mirror Monarch,
Is it not Mirror Master?
Well, they called her Mirror Monarch because there was a Mirror Master earlier on the show.
Sure.
And she's meant to be like the second one.
Sure.
Because her name is Eva McCulloch. In the comics, the second Mirror Master is Evan McCulloch.
Oh, sure.
So that's kind of what they were playing at there.
Regardless,
I wanted
sucked.
the Mirror stuff to be better.
Yeah.
I just didn't get what her plan was.
No.
None of the motivation of it made sense. And it's too bad because Mirror Master is an interesting villain for the Flash because it's mirrors and light, and theoretically that can move as fast as the Flash. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a good counter to Flash powers. But yeah, that was also kind of like a sort of thing. And then season 7 really meandered from having to tie up Mirror Monarch to being are we doing the Force Quest stuff with the Still Force and stuff? And then we're we don't really know what this is. Godspeed? And they kind of, and then they were bring Reverse Flash back.
Jeez, I'm fully off that show now.
I'm going to watch the beginning of season 8 because it's a big kind of event. First 5 episodes of Flash are including characters from other shows, past and present. Black Lightning's going to be on there.
Yeah.
Legends and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to watch that. And they're fighting Despero in that one. And if that is good, I'll keep watching. And if I don't like that, I might be done with the Flash.
Yeah.
Which hurts me because I
want to support these DC shows because I just want more DC stuff.
I think the problem is though that this thing about August Hart, it's but why is he from the future? Some of the changes feel arbitrary. They had a force storm in that season. Even if you take everything else in that season and don't change any of it, they had a force storm. Why can't you make a bunch of new speedsters show up and then Barry tries to train them and then they get murdered and he goes after, and that's the genesis of Godspeed. You beat Godspeed.
Yeah.
I just don't know why it's different. Godspeed is also that character first showed up in 2016. He's a new character basically. Jesus. Why are we already being we've seen lots of takes on Godspeed.
It's
I think that's the one that gets me is why are we doing takes on a character most people don't know yet?
Yeah.
And that's kind of my issue there.
Yeah.
It's one thing to shit on Jared Leto's Joker, but we have 4 other Jokers we can go to. But this is I think that's my problem.
Yeah, I fully agree. All right, next question comes from our favorite religious representative,
Chris Chan.
That's right, who asks, is Dr. DC the Reverse Flash since he's so large and breaks so many chairs? Tell him what happened this morning in the meeting.
I didn't break the chair.
Just continuing to...
No, what it is how the arms can click and raise up?
Sure.
There's a mechanism in the one side where the click doesn't hold. So you could bring the thing up and it sort of hangs on a precipice on something inside. But if you shift it to the side a bit, it goes down again.
Yeah, it's the chair's fault.
It is the chair's fault. It's your office. I just work there.
Yeah, you were just
Chintzy
following
fucking equipment.
You're just following orders.
So are you the Nazis?
Yeah, but I don't know. No, I'm Hitler.
I think this one got away from you.
Hitler of chairs? I don't know.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
That's a great joke.
If anything, this makes me like the Flash, like that one time he became like 1,000 pounds in the Silver Age. Barry all the way, baby.
You have become a bit of a reverse Flash on the show.
What do you mean?
On the podcast, you've just turned heel and like are out to just destroy everything.
I haven't done anything.
No.
Or have I?
It was me.
I went back in time and whispered in Colin's ear and told him not to contribute.
Yeah.
It was me.
Yeah, you could tell he was really fighting against that urge, but couldn't help himself.
I'm not the heel. Mm-hmm. I'm the face of my own story.
It's this villain possible perspective.
From my point of view, the Dark Squad is evil.
Yeah. It was me, Discordy.
I don't know. I think this one got away from me.
It's been a long day. I never got that massage. I'm in a lot of pain and on a lot of meds.
You said it's been a long day, and I almost immediately said, getting from there to here. It's been a long... the fucking Enterprise theme.
Oh, wow. Jesus.
But my time is finally near.
Next question. From Greg Foyne.
Oh, yeah.
He's so fine.
Yeah, he's fine.
He's Greg Foyne.
He's fine. Is that Homestar? Are you a Homestar runner?
It's Greg Foyne.
Homestar 1-0. Oh, little Buono.
Oh, no.
So strong sad.
I'm sad.
Yeah, good job.
Good job.
Yeah, Coach Z, baby. Who else was there? There's the Poop Smith. He didn't talk.
No.
Go and do the fear. Hey, I got one.
Yeah.
Strong man.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. That's good. I like that one. Yeah.
Corn chips are no place for a mighty warrior.
What's her face? The ugly one.
Tinker Squad.
Tinker Squad. Tractor. God.
Homestar Runner was like such a moment there. You know what? I want to know what side of the age thing Bruno was on.
Oh yeah.
Was Bruno like, I'm a little old for Homestar Runner, but I remember it and it was there, or is he like, Homestar Runner is as foreign to me as Tamagotchi, or like something like that.
God, I wanted the Cheetar so bad.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the cheat.
Yeah.
Oh, they had such good merch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they made a fucking guitar. I wanted it so bad. The Cheetar is so fucking cool. Someone has that. I want it.
So what was Greg's question?
Oh, I don't know. I was unaware that Jake Garrick had his own reverse flash. Yeah, we talked about that already.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Edward Claris, creator of the Velocity 9 drug. So he had got like temporary speed.
Yes.
And then later was retconned to have been stuck in the Speed Force, and then he had Speed Force powers. In the way that Jay also had to get retconned to have access to the Speed Force.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think anybody who's bumping up against this...
Edward Claris was a professor at the same university where Jay Garrick went. So Jay Garrick went to that university, and he accidentally inhales all that hard water vapor, and he becomes the Flash.
Obviously.
Edward Claris recreates basically the same vapor and gets the same powers and becomes the rival.
I really need to understand this.
Which is interesting for both him and Eobard, because in both of their cases, they recreate the accident that creates the Flash to get their powers initially.
Well, and it's got to be so hard to recreate hard water vapor.
Yeah. That's why they call it hard. It's not easy.
It's challenging water vapor.
It's challenging water vapor. I inhaled challenging water vapor.
I don't get it. I really want to understand it. And
I mean, listen, it's the 40s. They were like, these are rags for children. Literally, don't put too much thought into this.
I know, but put some.
I guess.
Put a thought. Speed. Water. Nailed it.
What are we going to call him? Speed water.
Yeah. Wet boy. He's fast because of water, obviously.
Oh, God.
Anyways, moving from Twitter to Instagram.
Now we're going to Instagram. Take some questions and answer them.
First question comes from Chola Bezos, who asks, are all of the reverse flashes completely evil, or do some of them have somewhat justifiable motives?
They do have different motivations.
Yeah.
You know, we talked about Zolomon's kind of, I'm going to make you a better hero.
Yeah.
Shit. Inertia was just like trained and programmed to hate Impulse, to hate Bart Allen.
Sure.
Because he's a clone. He's like manufactured to hate him, kind of. I don't remember what the Rivals deal with Jake Garrick was. Maybe it's that he wanted real speed, not just the Velocity
fabricated
9 thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it was that. Wait a minute. If that's no, he created Velocity 9. Yeah. Thuns is interesting. I won't say that it 100% holds water, but I kind of like.
Well, I mean, it will if it's hard water.
Listen, we're not talking about Golden Age Flash here. Thuns one is interesting because he kind of grows up like idolizing the Flash. There's still the Flash Museum in the 25th century.
Yeah.
And he grows up like idolizing him and all this sort of stuff. And through retcons and that, he actually goes back and tries to be the Flash and tries to work with the Flash and kind of like losing his mind already.
He had his girlfriend in the trunk.
It is kind of a Stan situation.
Yeah.
And Poco.
Yeah.
But then he like realizes, like he realizes that he is destined to become Reverse Flash.
Yes.
And then it's almost this like predestiny thing where he's just like, I'm always going to be his villain. I can never be the fucking Flash. Why would I get to be the Flash?
That's sort of what they did with Thawne in the TV show.
Yeah, they're smart on the TV show about not going too deep into it.
Yeah.
But they do kind of go there.
Yeah.
Where he's just like, I'm just your opposite. It was always going to be this
Yeah.
way. And Barry's like, was it? And he's like, yeah. And you go, fine. Like,
it was me, okay?
so there's something kind of interesting about that, like where he's just like, oh, like my fate's sealed. And it kind of like breaks him a little bit, you know? There's something kind of interesting about that motivation. I would argue, though, I mean, Claris doesn't show up all that much, frankly, but I would argue that all of them are way more evil than like a bulk of, say, Batman villains.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like Mr. Freeze, Poison Ivy, Harley Quinn, Clayface. Like, there's a lot of Batman villains where you're like, oh, but like, just help them.
Yeah.
You know, like, whereas all of the Reverse Flashes, to varying degrees, I would say are beyond it.
Mm-hmm.
Like even when Hunter Zolomon does something kind of good, like when he sacrifices himself in Flash War, I guess, to repair the Forever Force. He is kind of doing that because he's like, this act will make me the greatest Flash there's ever been. Like, it's still not like, it's not good. Like, he did a good thing, I guess, but like not for the right reasons at all. I would make the argument that maybe that's what it is for me. My like dividing line where I'm saying Godspeed isn't one or whatever.
Yeah.
So I do think Godspeed has been more ally. I think you could bring him back, kind of thing. Like earnestly bring him back in the way you can rehabilitate other villains. Mm-hmm. I think for me, the line of a Reverse Flash is like, no, that's the thing that is reversed in them, is like their inherent morality.
Yeah.
It's not about like moving slow or running backwards or whatever. It's that the thing that's reversed in them is that they have all this power and the only thing they can use it for is evil.
Yeah.
And I think maybe that's my line. I've never defined it before now, but maybe that's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, because that's the thing that keeps Godspeed and Negative Flash out of there for me, because those are way more redeemable characters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, who brought in the coffee for everybody? It was tea, Harry.
So now there's 2 puns. So now he's both taking credit and upset that people like misinterpreted the thing he did.
Oh God, I think Thon plugged the toilet. It was pee, Larry.
So Office Thon has gone from being the architect of misery to being the wrongly accused guy who's just trying to get through his day. At the staff Christmas party, somebody slipped me LSD. It was E, Carrie. I had to make him a bad guy again.
Yeah, I'm glad. Very good. All right, next. From Robbie's just this guy.
That's such an escalation.
Yeah. To go from T and P to E.
Just slipping E to people at the office Christmas party.
Yeah.
Got ideas for our office Christmas party. I'm going to slip myself some E.
Oh my God, somebody put grasshoppers in my car. They were bees.
Jerry. It's such a stupid joke. I really like it, though. That's such a stupid joke.
Okay. Robbie's just this guy asks, who is the most powerful Reverse Flash? Which is the flashiest?
What's this thing on my club sandwich? It tastes funny. It was cheese, Terry.
I went to the strip club last night with Thon, and he was rubbing his face on a couple of bees. They were D's, Jerry.
I really liked that day when we went down to the pond and we fed the ducks. They were geese, Mary.
Thon, you're bringing your daughter into work? That's so great. She's my niece. Perry.
Good Lord. Oh my God. Man, that made me think. I wish I could remember the name of that show that I really liked. It was Glee, Harry. Office Thought is just always pissed that people aren't good at telling stories.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're getting the details wrong.
Minor details. Fucked up.
Oh my God. Oh, Jesus. That is really fucking funny.
Yeah.
God, we still have more episode to do. Shit.
Yep.
Okay, sorry. Who's the most powerful Reverse Flash?
Yeah.
Which is the flashiest? Most powerful is almost certainly Thon.
Sure.
Because it's the negative Speed Force thing. He's not only an exceedingly fast, very powerful speedster, but he's also the master and creator of the negative Speed Force. So he's tapping into like a power that is not overly shared. Technically, the negative Flash also uses the negative Speed Force, but generally, like there's a lot of speedsters that use the main Speed Force, but the negative Speed Force both like it kind of feeds off it's almost like a cancer on the Speed Force, and also he's the only one that can control it fully, you know.
Yeah.
I think that you're meant to take that as like ultimate power. Although if you're reading Flash in the 90s, they really set Zoom up to be like a level above Thawne, I think.
Yeah.
But if we go with all the retcons and the sort of current state of things, I think it's got to be Thawne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the most flashiest? If you're the reverse Flash, who's the closest to being like Flash then?
Oh, I see.
I mean, unless they actually mean like the most
or
like
who
pomp
is the
and
most,
stance.
like,
Yeah, like
oh, that's interesting too. Well, I mean, then it's not Thawne, because Thawne's whole thing is like being like this sort of silent whisper through time.
That's why it was me is such a.
It's why it's such like an insane meme.
Yeah, exactly. What do you when you want charges for these clothes? They're fees.
My dog has ticks. It was fleas, Scary. Yeah, so it's not fun if it's about being like a showman.
Yeah. Godspeed?
If you're going to throw him in there, he's probably relative. Yeah, if you're going to consider him a Reverse Flash, then he's probably up there for showiness.
Yeah, if not.
Even just by his costume.
Well, that's what I kind of
but I mean, maybe it's Solomon, because it's always about trying to make a point.
Yeah.
Prove a point. Make Wally better. Do these big kind of things. You know, Inertia is probably up there too. You know. Yeah. It's probably between Solomon and Inertia.
Sure.
But yeah, if you're throwing Godspeed in there, then yeah, I mean, what's flashier than like a white and gold suit? He's like a Liberace Flash.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Next is from Stump Chunkman.
Step into the stump.
Stump Chunkman. Who asks, which version of this character has the power to make people flash him? Hashtag reverse flashy flash.
Right, that's the Reverse Flash.
Yeah.
You have the power to get flashed.
I was going to say, I'm like, reverse flash is just show your butt. Like,
that's a rear flash.
or is it that you just put your clothes back on?
You start naked.
Yeah.
At like a naturist camp, and you put clothes on, and that's the scandal.
Yeah. I'm not going to be the only person in my family not to flash.
Yeah, you're at like a nude beach, and you walk up to someone, and you put a trench coat on.
Yeah. Oh my God. Have some class.
It's a Reverse Flash.
Yeah.
I just got Reverse Flash at my favorite beach.
Yeah.
I really like sitting by the oceans. It was seas, Harry.
I only could see. Now I can only see his knees, Barry.
I think I got it out. It's done.
There's no way that's true.
I've purged it from
There's
my
no way
system.
that's true.
Which version of the... Okay, I guess let's go... Which of the characters we've talked about do you think would want to get flashed?
Well, no, but yeah. Well, who has the power to make people flash that?
I mean, no one has that power, I guess, other than Thawne being really good at speed suggesting things to people.
Yeah. You're such a tease,
Jesus.
Harry.
I guess it's Thawne, but I don't know.
Only just because he's able to like set like subtlety and like.
I think Edward Claris
slowly
though is
convince
this guy
people.
where it's like, oh, it didn't happen to me. I'm the professor at this universe. I can see him just being like, I just need someone to flash me. I'm just gonna go to the fucking strip club. This goddamn student became the fucking Flash.
Sure.
I could see him going like on an angry titty campaign. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. That's the best way you can answer that question.
Yeah. Right.
All right. Next question comes from Reddit.
Where everyone's nice and no one's ever mean.
First question and only question from Reddit comes from Dante's Fire, who asks, is there a reverse Flash for everyone in the Flash family line? If there was a Flash dog, do you think there would be a reverse Flash dog? Or since the reverse Flashes have to be more vicious, would it be a reverse Flash cat or reverse Flash cheetah?
I mean, Really, really written like a fucking dog person.
Yeah, you mean
You
a
think a
good...
cat is more vicious than a dog? When's the last time you had to see like a headline about like hero brother saves sister from vicious cat attack?
It's just because cats suck, but they still
cats
are
don't
vicious.
do that shit.
Because they're like, me,
Dogs
I got
do that
claws,
shit.
and you fucking punch
Dogs
it in the
are
nose.
the vicious ones. Don't trust them.
Dogs are the best. Way better than fucking stupid
Get
cats.
them out.
Fucking cats, you just have to bring out a fake gun and they run away.
Yeah. Proving they aren't vicious.
Proving that they are vicious because you need that.
No, they're not vicious. They're just annoying. Cats are annoying, but I'll take that over like the possibility of going Full Metal Jacket and snapping at like a weird sound or something. Like that's shit that dogs do all the goddamn time.
Only when they're loyal.
Dogs are loose cannons. They wreck 20 cars.
Dogs are better than cats.
They're not. And people shouldn't have pets in general.
Yeah, this is a whole other thing. You were definitely going to make some enemies by saying pets are bad.
I'm not saying pets are bad. Pets make people feel good, but we shouldn't have pets.
Yeah, easy PETA.
No, it's not even that. I just like let's just get animals out of our houses. I don't give a shit about them. I just don't want them in my house.
It's a bad take. You're going to get tore down for it.
Me? No, everyone's on my side.
Yeah. Again, your villain story has been well wrought.
If even one person isn't on my side, I will eat my
Oh god, I can't wait to cut it up and put it in that marinade I made of the steak.
Literally, you can put anything in a marinade and I'll eat it.
Check.
Yeah, I'll eat that. I'll probably cash it first. But
Yeah.
The Flash, as far as I remember, does not have like a super pet.
That's unfortunate.
That's kind of where I wanted to go with this question. I was trying to think because there's Hoppy the Marvel Bunny.
Sure.
You know, we've talked about like Wonder Woman's fucking kangaroo or, Comet the super horse or shit like that. There's Topo, the octopus.
Sure.
It's Aquaman's octopus.
Yeah.
Aquaman loves the octopus.
Aquapus. Yeah, I was waiting for it.
But Topo has to buy the multi-pack of Slam. He's got to octo-slam it.
Goes in your vagina.
Barring like some one-off
Sure.
Silver Age comic, because I have not read every single comic ever.
What?
I can't think of like a Flash pet. Now, there's the Zoo Crew on Earth 26, and there's a turtle Fastback who's the speedster on that Earth.
Love that.
Which is amazing.
Yeah,
I
love
love
that.
Fastback. You see him sometimes on Multiverse Adventures with Barry.
Sure.
But what would it? Yeah, if he had a speed
That's
dog,
what we call a power bottom.
if he had a speed
Fastback.
dog, I think the reverse has to be just a different kind of dog. Because that's the thing with the Reverse Flash is that he's not a still force user. He's not like Steadfast or the Turtle, where he's like making stillness or stopping movement, or like Captain Cold or something like that.
Yeah.
Reverse Flash isn't doing that. They are also fast, but
It makes way more sense if they were, though.
well, but I don't know. I like either you take have like the reverse morality thing, or the thing we were talking about with Zolomon, where it's like it's time versus
Yes, that makes
like
sense.
thing. Like I like a reverse that way, where it's like technically you're both fast, but it's like
Yeah.
a different way, or
Yes.
something like.
Yes.
I like that kind of shit. So then, yeah, I guess a Reverse Flash dog would have to still be a dog, but it'd be like a different kind of dog.
Yeah.
Like if you had like a Golden Retriever good boy Flash dog, you'd end up with like a Rottweiler Reverse Flash dog or some shit.
Sure.
Yeah.
Rottweilers are better than golden retrievers.
Jesus Christ. There's no fucking winning with you goddamn pet people.
Yeah, put a leash on me. I'm a pet person. All right, let's get out of Reddit.
Let's do it.
And head on over to the Doc Scored.
It's been a dog score. Ducks and rum here in the Yep.
Wow.
Stroked out at the end of that.
Yeah. Fucking too much copywriting in your brain. All right. First question comes from Yo Crow. It's Scarebro.
Okay.
Scarebro.
Yeah.
Yo.
Whoa. The power just went.
Oh my god.
The lights did not like that joke.
No. Neither did highlights. Did Thawne ever go back to the past to bone Barry's mom?
Jesus Christ.
Seeding the egg and raising Barry instead of killing her?
That's so vivid.
If not, then why not?
Why not?
And do you think that would complicate Thawne's feelings for Barry having fathered him? And before you ask, Thawne kills Henry Allen, assumes his identity, and catfishes Barry's mom, ultimately leading to Barry realizing his name is Bartholomew Thawne and not Allen. Dun, dun, dun!
I want to address a couple of things here real quick.
Yeah.
I know we're talking about a supervillain, but this question is asking if there was ever a story where Thawne raped Barry's mom.
Yeah.
That's fucking dark.
I keep double checking, make sure it was my brother who asked this question.
And then secondly, I think Yokro at Scarebro thinks that last names are genetic. If Thawne is posing as Henry Allen,
he's still Allen then.
then the name is still Allen. He's not like, but my name is Thawne. Like, that's not how names work.
I mean, unless he found out that he was actually Thawne and then he's like, oh, I am a Thawne.
But that's not how names work.
Yeah, but
you're assuming that a name is patriarchal and that who you are is defined only by your.
I mean, that is how they
your father's parentage.
That is how they do.
It's the 21st century.
Names.
People take
different
last names all the
yeah.
time. You don't have your dad's last name.
Yes, I know. I just mean that, like, in the time when this was written, like.
Well, I mean, in the time when they were first writing Barry Allen, they absolutely would not be doing this storyline.
Oh, really? Why? Answer the question.
Did Thawne go back to the past to bone Barry's mom? No, I don't believe Thawne seeded the egg or raised Barry.
God, Mom, you're in such a good mood today. Why? It was me.
It was G-spot, Barry.
Oh. It was C for cum.
Jesus Christ.
It wasn't P,
I mean,
Barry.
Flash has super vibratory power.
Oh.
But Barry, I mean, Barry specifically is such a fucking square. You'd never get a scene like that, like you do in, like, you know, like with Black Canary or whatever. It's like, oh, she blew all the windows out.
Yeah.
You get like a saucy scene once in a while, or with Green Arrow, or with other characters, or, you know, Superman fucks so hard a mountain collapses. Like, even that shit happens.
Yeah.
You never get that with Barry.
No.
Like, yeah. Oh, that's a very dark, weird thought. He wouldn't even have to go in the normal way. He could, like, phase his dick in through the side.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's good or not.
No, I doubt it. Because I think at that point you're not really feeling it.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. No, I don't think this has happened. If not, why not? I mean, it's just a full rape storyline, and they're probably trying to avoid that.
Mm-hmm.
But also, like, for Thawne, like, that's not what he wants. He wants to ruin Barry's life. I don't know that Thawne would be like, that would ruin his day a lot. But he still have to, like, engage with the act of being a father.
I also, I like the idea that he's, like, being a good father.
And yet, all of this to say, like, what the Flash show does very well in that first season is set him up in this very, like, paternal role. I mean, Henry is still alive, but he, like, as Harrison Wells, he is this mentor and guide and father figure and shit for, like, there are elements of this question that are not crazy and are a good story, but the specific setup of it is extremely dark.
Yeah. God, you must be a listener of our podcast.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, what do I expect?
All right, let's go to the next question.
Sure.
From Mullet Overlord, who asks, I remember reading a post-Zero Hour Legion comic where Bart visited his mom in the 31st century, and in that book, her last name was Thawne. Can you explain Impulse's familial connection to Reverse Flash?
Oh boy, it's a tale as old as time. The Allens and the Thawnes.
Mm-hmm.
These families are connected all the way back to Barry has a twin brother named Malcolm Thawne.
What?
If I remember this correctly, this is the most insane setup of all time. On the night that Barry was born,
Yeah.
this family called the Thawnes were also in having a baby.
And Eobard banged Barry's... Okay.
No. Just the Thawnes were in having a baby. The Allens were in having a baby.
Sure.
The doctor wasn't expecting anyone to come in and was hammered.
Oh my God. Okay.
The Thawne's baby is born with the umbilical cord around its neck and dies. And it's
Jesus.
kind of also because the doctor's drunk. The Allens have twins that they did not know they were going to have, and the doctor sees the opportunity to save his ass
God.
and just takes one of, or sorry, maybe the Allens didn't know they were having twins, but the doctor takes one of the twins, gives it to the Thawnes, and says, "This is your baby."
Yeah.
And the Thawnes go, "Great."
Oh my
And
God.
he tells the Allens that one of the twins was stillborn, and they go, "Well, we still have our son Barry."
Yeah.
And so both families go
Jesus
home with
Christ.
kids. And this doctor goes, another day saving lives.
Oh my God.
And so Malcolm Thawne is raised in this abusive household, and he becomes like the sire of the Thawne line. But then further on, Thawnes and Allens marry together and things like that. I mean, so far down the line that it's not like Game of Thrones-y,
Sure.
technically, but it's still kind of a little weird. But yeah, like Barry and Iris have kids called Dawn and Dawn, who are actually in the far future. They're the Tornado Twins. Dawn and Melanie Thawne, or Melanie Thawne, I guess, but it's spelt like Maloney, like Chris Maloney.
Oh.
Dawn Allen and Melanie Thawne are the parents of Bart Allen. So Bart Allen is part Thawne.
Jesus.
And Melanie Thawne, Bart's mom, is the daughter of 30th century President Thawne, who then later clones Bart and puts more Thawne DNA in there to make Thaddeus Thawne Inertia.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And actually, Melanie Thawne, Bart Allen's mom, is also the mother of Owen Mercer, the second Captain Boomerang, who's the son of the first Captain Boomerang, but has a little bit of super speed. So he's a boomerang with speed.
Yes, we talked about that.
That's Owen Mercer.
Yeah, we've talked about that.
So
that might be the version that we're getting in the game.
Not only are the Allens and the Thawnes related, but so too are obviously the Wests, because Iris is there. Then you get Wally and his family and that. But then also
the Boomerangs.
The Boomerangs. Yeah, the Harknesses. Yeah.
Jesus.
I actually had to like pull up the family tree thing, and it's got a lot of gaps.
But they just like haven't figured out yet.
Oh yeah, and then in the comics, Excess is the daughter of Dawn Allen, like so it's Dawn D-O-N and Dawn D-A-W-N. D-A-W-N is the mother of Jenny Ognatz, who is Excess.
Jesus.
In the comics.
But
who's in like Legion era.
But in the show, they make her the daughter of Barry and Iris.
Yeah, as opposed to a grandkid. Because again, Dawn and Dawn Allen are Barry and Iris's kids, but they live in the far future.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Time travel, baby. I think this is kind of the reason that Eobard Thawne doesn't fuck around with Where He Comes. Because it's already pretty messed up.
Yeah, fair.
And Eobard is the only one who thinks he understands how to manipulate time. And I think he's like, I can't risk this whole fucking thing crashing down.
Fair.
Yeah.
Well, next question. And last question comes from Fartbutt, who asks, is it possible for the Reverse Flash to die and remain dead?
I mean, certainly on the show. how many times has he died?
Yeah.
But this is the crazy thing with time travel and these stories.
At any point, it's the same thing with Doctor Who constantly. It's like, what version and what time are you meeting somebody?
You could pluck one out of an earlier time. And then because they're flashes and they have these powers tied to this cosmic energy, like the Speed Force, like Thawne has
Do you ever really die? Yeah.
But he's also done it in the comics where like an earlier Thawne is pulled out of the time stream and then he vibrates himself to where he gains all of the knowledge and memories of the Thawne that maybe just died in the future so that he can get up to speed and kind of like...
Get up to speed?
So technically, yes, they can die, but can they ever stay dead? I mean, the ones that die stay mostly dead, but just a different version of them, an echo, a remnant, or whatever.
Because wasn't Barry even like resurrected?
Barry was actually just trapped in the Speed Force.
Oh, okay.
Eobard Thawne has been resurrected, like in Brightest Day.
Yeah, like his spirit was stuck in the Speed Force.
Well, but he even like was like dead and came back. But actually, for a bit, there were two of him because there's the one that Barry killed, and then there's the one who came back from the Speed Force.
Yes,
and for a bit, the one was resurrected or reanimated as a Black Lantern, and the other one was still alive. So there was a dead corpse Thawne and a live Thawne.
Jesus.
And then that one came back, and that
bonkers.
So the short answer is no. They'll never truly die. Certainly not Thawne. More than anyone, definitely not Thawne. Solomon is technically right now dead.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time. Inertia hasn't been seen in years in comics. Same with Claris. Godspeed is currently dead. Thawne killed him. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Crazy.
Well, that is the last question. We've only got one more thing to do.
Oh my God.
Time to play everyone's favorite game. Can you guess the name of the character based on someone who's not read comic books? Can describe that character to us. If you don't know how this game works, I send a photo of a DC character to my wife who does not read comic books, nor does she care for them. She sends back 4 clues describing what she sees. The doctor does not know who it is. Can he guess based on these clues?
Yeah, let's have it, baby.
Did you get the last one?
Yeah.
Okay.
The last one was the one where you were like, you're going to get it in one guess. And
went
through all of the sort of like clear, glowing skeleton characters.
Yeah. All right. First clue of 4.
Okay.
Love triangles.
Crazy Quilt.
No.
Folded Man.
No.
Brainiac.
No.
Okay.
Second clue. Has no pupils, might be a demon?
No pupils. Kaleidoscope?
No.
No pupils, loves triangles. Trigon. Neuron.
No.
Triangles one is really Mirror Master.
No.
Okay, next.
Third clue. Another Hitler Youth crew cut.
Triangles crew cut.
Mm-hmm.
No pupils. Is this like a super deep cut? Or
no.
This is no, okay. Triangles. Right now I'm trying to decide if triangles is a good clue or a bad clue. I'm trying to decide if they have like 2 triangles just like somewhere, or if they like look like refracted or some shit, like they look like a crystal or something, like icicle or or no, the crew cut thing doesn't work. Wait, Icicle Junior?
No. Is that really a character? Icicle
Yeah.
Junior? Jesus Christ.
was about to say Crescelian, but he doesn't have a crew cut. He's a big gem orb Green Lantern.
No.
Okay, last clue.
Last clue. Spiky ammo belt.
A spiky ammo belt. And triangles.
Mm-hmm.
Kite Man.
No.
It's not some weird version of Boomerang or something, is it?
Nope. You're in the right area, that's for sure.
Spiky ammo belt. It's not Top.
Nope.
It's not Rainbow Raider.
Mm-mm.
It's definitely a rogue, though, right? We got to be in a Flash rogue here. Spiky ammo belt,
Mm-hmm.
triangles,
Mm-hmm.
crew cut,
Mm-hmm.
and
No pupils.
no pupils.
Yeah.
Right. Am I gonna be mad?
Ish.
Okay. Yeah, I already said folded man. It's not that. It's not girder.
No.
Shrapnel.
Mm-mm.
It's not. It's not like. No, that wouldn't make sense. Boomerang was in the arena of it, though.
Yep.
Trickster?
No. Do you need the photo?
Weather Wizard?
No.
I'm just guessing rogues now. That's not it. Triangles, spiky ammo belt.
That's right.
No pupils.
Mm-hmm.
Hitler Youth Crew cut.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm going the wrong way. It's not a Flash rogue, but it's like a Suicide Squad character. The other Boomer arena. So who else was in the Suicide Squad? Count Vertigo.
No.
Bronze Tiger.
No.
I'm further from it. Fuck. Damn it. Yeah, okay, fine.
Do you
Damn
want
it.
the photo?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Now you're going to be mad.
Okay. Fucking Javelin. It was a Suicide Squad character. Fucking Javelin. Damn it. I was on the right track. Shit.
Yeah, you
Fuck.
were.
Fucking Javelin. Ugh.
Oh, yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, yeah. Javelin.
Or Javelin Man. He was in the comics.
Sure. That's right, baby.
Shit. Damn it. Yeah. Well. Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, triangles. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, the clues make sense.
Yeah.
The clues are right.
Yeah. The eye thing, I don't know. I mean, that it is in the case of this photo.
He does have a spiky ammo belt. Not really a belt, but like I was trying to think of like bandoliers.
I know,
and shit,
I
and
know.
I was getting further from it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I even give you the clue with the getting close to. Boomerang.
Yeah, and then I was like, which way do I?
I know,
go?
and I was like, no, it's not Flash.
yeah. Shit. Well, oh well.
Well, maybe you residents got that answer.
It's possible
Yeah, let us know.
if you're some sort of freak of nature.
Yeah, anybody who knows more than you, even just like one more book, is a freak.
Yeah. An outcast. They'll never love you.
Yeah. It's too much.
But they don't love me. How could they love you?
But if you want to tell us about when you got this clue, or maybe you have a question, what?
About when you got this clue?
Yeah, when you got it.
Tell us about when you got this clue.
Yeah.
What setup is that?
Yeah, like at what point of those
It
clues?
was 418.
No, I'm more of like, I got it on the second one.
No one got on the second one. Come on.
Maybe they did.
No one.
It's impossible. Maybe, yeah, it's true. Maybe you got it on the first one because of the triangles. You were like, oh, the only
Definitely.
one person that could have been.
Definitely not possible. Would never happen. happened. I didn't even say Angle Man like an idiot. Ugh, shit.
I mean, you can't be upset about things
No, but I
that's
mean,
not
like
the
on
answer.
that first clue,
Yeah.
like I should have said Angle Man. Oh well.
Or maybe you have a question for next week's episode, which is the beginning of October.
Oh,
Ho, ho, ho. Happy October.
It is. It's October.
That's right.
Next week's episode, we're talking about tyrants.
So, like you, the doctor.
I'm gregarious and I'm kind and compassionate. And all I ask is that you all supplicate yourselves to me.
Yeah. So supple.
Yeah.
Locate.
Yeah. Yeah. We're talking tyrants. So despotic rulers of nations or worlds. So they could be alien characters or earthbound characters. They could be alternate universe characters, you know, if you want to bring up, you know, like Injustice Superman or something like that. That all counts. Any kind of tyrant. That's next week's episode.
Ooh, very exciting. So you can send the questions to our various social media platforms, such as our Facebook,
Dr. DC Podcast,
our Twitter,
at Dr. DC,
it's our Instagram,
Dr. DC Podcast.
Send us an email.
Dr. DC Podcast at gmail.com.
Oh, what's that? We've got a subreddit?
r/Dr_DC.
Yeah, under my score. Go under, you'll score.
Oh, no. Oh, goodness.
Oh, the doc phone is always open.
Yeah. Yeah, local doctors are waiting for you.
Oh, really? That'd be really helpful.
208-917-3238.
That's 208-917-DCEU.
If you're nasty.
EU. More like P.
1-900.
Yeah, 1-900 DCPU.
It was E.
Yeah.
baby.
Oh, no. Don't forget to go to our website.
drdcpodcast.com or .ca.
Oh, you heard it at the beginning of this episode, but we want those 5-star reviews.
Yeah, give those reviews. It still helps us out a lot. Plus, we love to read them, and that's a ton of fun. If you give us a review somewhere that isn't iTunes or like Apple Podcasts or Facebook, make sure you send a screenshot of it to us because we won't like get like a notification or anything like that.
Yeah, liquefy those paintings and jump through.
What?
Take that fish hook on top of your cloud and pull me out.
What?
Give me those 5 stars.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I want those stars.
Interesting. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Send the army after me. Give me 5 stars.
To the GTA. Yeah. Race that tiny penguin. 5 stars.
Goodness.
And you want to send us some physical mails.
Yeah, you can send mail to either Richard Eden or Reed Vanier at 301 Hogue Street. That's Hoge Street in Whitehorse, Yukon, Y1A1V8.
Oh my God, you know the address so well.
I do. I barely know my postal code, but I know that one.
Yeah, that's right. And if you want even more content from us, you get on our Patreon, baby.
Yeah, patreon.com/DrDC. $1, $5, $7 levels. All of them give you access to the Discord, our awesome Discord community. It's a ton of fun over there. And at the higher levels, you get bonus weekly episodes. You get video episodes about stuff we're reading and much, much more. You get to vote for episode themes like this one was and all sorts of fun stuff.
Yeah. I would do anything Doc scored, but I won't Doc the fucking scored.
Wow, aggressive.
Yeah. And, of course, you're still fucking piggies want more content. Oh, yeah. Fill me to the brim. Well, don't worry. We've got another podcast for you.
Yeah. Open wide and suppress that gag reflex. Ghost Facers, a supernatural rewatch.
Oh, sweetie, you think I have a gag reflex anymore?
Oh, no. We are watching every single episode of CW's Supernatural. We are almost through season 3 at this point.
Jesus.
And we talk about real world monster lore. We talk about behind the scenes stuff. We've had some really cool guests. It's a great season right now with some real classic episodes. And yeah, it's a ton of fun.
Some fucking classic episodes.
Richie!
Yeah, sorry, I was just out shopping for my girl, getting her some wipes. I was at the GNC getting some Slam Bradley wipes.
I mean, Richie would.
Yeah.
They're $5 cheaper than the next leading brand. Good Lord.
All right. That is it for this week.
Adios.
Ciao, ciao.
Superheroes, they always fight for what is right. Live with danger and adventure, they are men of might.
This was a Brain Freeze podcast.